Sonnies, I'ma tell you again. I'ma tell you over and over and over. God is your father and friend. Make sure you're right in your heart. I'ma tell you again. I'll tell you over and over and over. God is your father and friend. Make sure you're right in your heart. Sonnies, God wanna be your father. He wanna be your friend. He wanna hold your hand as you walk through the valley of the shadow of sin. You left this word because it made you feel uncomfortable. Outside playing with the devil because you forgot God's promise to you. But he still picked you up. He mentally lifted you up. That spiritually woke you up. And now look at you. You so grown up. Outside in the world looking for something you thought you was missing. Then me playing tricks with your mind, you out here tripping. Forgive him, God's gonna get him right back. You don't have to fight back. Give him a pillow for a light nap. They still sleep, so let them play. If they wake up on separate days, by then you'll be your separate ways. I'ma tell you again. I'ma tell you over and over and over. God is your father and friend. Make sure you're right in your heart. I'ma tell you again. I'ma tell you over and over and over. God is your father and friend. Make sure you're right in your heart. Yes, Sonnies, welcome to Beaming Light. I am Danita. Beaming stands for bold, enlightened, aware, mature, insightful, nurturing, grateful. Light stands for loving, intelligent, generous, honest, and tactful. I started off with my version of Lovers and Friends, originally written by Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, Ludacris, and Usher. Yes. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the topic of this message. We're going to look at Psalm 88, 9 through 18. Will your lovers and friends die for you? Again, Psalm 88, 9 through 18. Will your lovers and friends die for you? Because I'm going to tell you again. I'm going to tell you over and over and over. God is your father and friend. Make sure you're right in your heart. Y'all, this message has been on my heart for a couple of days. And this morning I just kind of fleshed out some of the lyrics, and I hope you enjoyed it. So if I didn't say this, which I don't think I did, welcome to my channel where I talk about my personal experiences, relate them to song lyrics and song lyrics to Bible verses to make it make sense in today's society. Will your lovers and friends die for you? Let's get into it. So, y'all, it's just not a spiritual warfare out here. I mean, it is spiritual warfare, but the enemy likes to use several different tactics. He likes to psychological warfare. He likes to use technology to get into you, trick your mind. People who have ill intentions. Excuse me. He has a variety of ways, but once you start understanding the enemy, you get to really, you get really good at your discernment and pointing the enemy out. Someone said, you know, an old noun, she used to always say, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. And then one day this lady put her in a place, and I'm so glad this lady said this to her. She told this to another lady, older lady. She was like, well, I'm just playing devil's advocate. And the older lady put her in her place and said, the devil has enough friends. You don't need to join him. I was like, yes, finally. Hello. You know, people don't realize how they are allowing the devil to really use them. They are allowing the devil to really manipulate them. And here's what I see. I see that when that happens, it's because, again, we talk about the promises, right? Well, God has promises for you, but the devil is on prom-ish. So when the enemy uses someone, it's because they're giving them prom-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like they're giving them false hope, false promises. And you're not gonna go anywhere with that. It seems like you're winning in the moment and you can celebrate, but then you look back and like, that was dumb. Why did I do that? Stop doing dumb stuff, y'all. You know, pass this message to somebody that's doing dumb stuff. Tell them to stop doing dumb stuff. I've done a lot of dumb stuff. This is why I can tell you, you know what I mean? Like, just don't do it. And it's, I don't know. But thank God we serve a God who loved us so much that he sent his son here to die for our sins. Like, Jesus died for you. Will your lovers and friends die for you? Because Jesus did. Jesus died for you. Hey, baby, if you only knew what Jesus died for you. He did. It was documented. It's a record. Jesus died for you. I'm not here to get into different religions and what people believe. All roads lead to God, in my personal opinion. I just think you have to find what's comfortable for you and what really brings you peace. Because here's the thing. What I noticed, y'all know I can get my love like that. Okay. But I've noticed that a lot of Christians, okay, so to speak, they have this checklist mentality. We talked about that. Go to church on Sundays, check. Do something nice for somebody, check. But they're checking off things on their list because they think that the checklist is going to get them into heaven. You can't trick God. The enemy can play tricks on you, but God sees it all. He's not going to be fooled or deceived. He knows your intentions because you know how? He knows your intentions because he formed you in your mother's womb. He already knew what your heart was before you even before you were even born. Before you even started living life, he already knew what the intentions of your heart were. And that's why he gives you so much time to really change. I really pray that this person who likes to use this devil advocate has changed. But I don't want to be around to find out. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a space where it's like, I wish you the best. I hope you change. I hope you learn something. But I'm still going to continue to move forward in my life without you. And I can still pray for you and your family and wish you, like I said, nothing but the best. But I don't need to have a relationship. I don't have the need to have relationships with people who have intentionally done me wrong. Who sought out, it was a purpose to get revenge or to get even over something that was petty. I don't have time for those small-minded people. That's small-minded. It's giving like you ain't accustomed to going through customs. You ain't been nowhere. And this person like travels, and it's just like you still a prisoner of your own mind, though. I'm kind of over that. I'm just over that. Sonny's like, it's like, y'all have seen Martin, I'm sure. If you haven't, check out Martin. Popular show in the 90s, right? Martin Lawrence starring, and they played various different characters. And there was this episode where he was sitting around playing cards. It was him, his friends, and some older gentlemen. And all the older gentlemen was still kind of like in they player ways, right? And so one of the older gentlemen gave him advice. He said, let me tell you something, son. Old fools used to be young fools. Think about it. And that is so true. Like, you're either going to wake up and grow out of your foolish ways, or you're going to be an old fool. Yeah, I don't want to be an old fool. I don't want to be out here at a certain age doing the same thing, thinking like it's going to pop off, it's going to happen for me. I don't know. And being foolish is the quickest way someone can take advantage of you. Because here's the thing. This is so funny. I listened to Katoria Dre. Y'all know I like Katoria J. She was saying how like God has hid us in plain sight, which is true. Like, y'all, a lot of people, because I look a little younger than my actual age, today I don't. Like, I'm a little water retention right now. But because I look a little younger, people automatically see my face, they see my demeanor, they see how sweet I am, they think I'm naive. And it's like, okay. You can think that. I'm not naive. I learned my lessons. I told somebody, I was like, you told me, all you gotta tell me is one time and I'm gonna get it. Like, you ain't gotta keep explaining it to me over and over again. Now, if I have questions, I'm gonna follow up with questions. But once someone gives me a sound piece of advice one time, I don't need to hear it again. I got it. Noted. Some people hear the sound advice and they still go with the bad advice. You know why? Because the bad advice seems better. It seems like it's more fun. It seems like you can get a better result with the bad advice, but you can't. You literally just dig yourself in a deeper hole. I told you that May is mayhem for your enemies. They are literally experiencing all kinds of mayhem in their lives. Ish is falling apart over there. I was going to say Paulin. I don't know why. I don't know. Do I know a Paul? I don't know a Paul. Anyway, Ish is falling apart. It's falling apart. The shit has hit the ceiling fans and it's all over the living room. They're trying to clean up. It's been spreading, right? It's been hitting. But it is on a whole nother level right now. Y'all, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do because they're realizing that they are through. Their time in your life is done. It's up. That season's done. It ain't no going back to that. You don't care about no apologies. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. Like, that's too late. It's too late for all that. The best thing they can do is learn from the L and keep it moving. I don't know, y'all. God is saying they're going to try it. I've already had somebody who reached out trying it. And it's like, you know, like I said, when you start understanding the enemy and his tactics, you know what was good. I had somebody reach out to me. I'm not going to say who, I'm not going to say when. But I know the tactic because of the holiday that's coming up. And I'm like, no. I just see what you want. I see it. Nah, I'm good, love, and joy. Whatever I do for someone with my heart, I'm doing it from my heart with pure intentions. I'm not going to do something out of obligation. Because when you do things out of obligation, you're not doing it with sincerity. It's not genuine. You're doing it because you feel like you have to do it, or you feel like you're going to gain something in return. The only being you're obligated to, son, is God and yourself. You're not obligated to anybody else. Now, when it comes to like true love, right? Whether it's in the form of friendships, family, partnerships, romance, right? When it comes to true love, then you tailor accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you adjust accordingly. Not to say that you are not going to be yourself, but it's just to say, like, there may be some things you might have to take a different look at from another person's perspective. And that's okay. Like, because I feel as if true people, like people who truly love you, are going to hold you accountable for your behavior. They're not going to say, no, it's all right, and let you get away with it. Y'all, I'm not a cook. Like, I can cook some things, but I'm not like somebody's auntie in the kitchen just throwing down. Like, that's not. So, you know, in my Airbnb situation, like, I was trying my best, right? But it was like it was hit and miss sometimes. And like, whenever I would ask, oh, it was great. No, everything was great. But then you go behind my back, you talking about me. So it's like, it wasn't great. See, those are the type of people you can't trust. Somebody smile on your face, oh, you're great, you're amazing. But then behind your back, saying all kinds of ish about you. I mean, talking cash money ish. My whole thing is, like, if I got a problem with somebody, I'm going to tell you to your face. When I had a problem, I told him to his face. I'm not going to sit here and go around. Like, come on now, I ain't got time for that. That's childish. That is prom-ish. Y'all should go the fuck up. Come and let me coach you. My friends. Somebody bring me back some money, please. Because I'm on to the next one. Sonny, you are on to the next one. You're on to your next adventure. You're on. This is Act 2 is about to start. Remember we was talking about Act 2? You're on to the next scene. This is done. Been there, done that, hated it. Done. You are on to the next adventure. You're on to the next thing. You're on to your next season. You have these opportunities that are coming so fast for you. Better be prepared. God's telling me to be prepared. And I put my workout clothes on because my intention is to go and walk. I just don't like to sweat, y'all. It's not fun. But I'm going to try. I'm really going to. We're going to see. I don't know. Pray for me, y'all. But no, like, you're on to the next thing. This is like your moment. You have waited for moments like this your entire life. And now that you finally got all the devils and the snakes and the enemy behind you, you're able to focus. Not to say that there's not going to be new devils, new snakes, new enemies that come and try to play with your energy. But now you're focused enough where you know how to deal with them. You know not to give them no attention. You give them attention, they keep feeding off of that. Don't give them attention. Recognize what they're doing and be like, all right, that's cute. Oh, look at you, you're so cute. You're so sweet. You're so cute. Cute. Tell these high school kids they're cute. That's cute. You still want to be a cheerleader? That's cute. That's real cute. And here's the thing that I feel, not to say like everybody feels like it's like this, but for me, it's like once you start having kids and you are an unhealed person, now you projecting these generational curses on your children because you didn't heal. Now you're raising them up to believe this skewed version of thinking because that was your trained thought. That's how you think. So now you're raising a generation of skewed views and thinking. No morals, no values, no class. That is what gets me. We got to start taking accountability. People need to start holding the people that they say they truly love accountable. Stop sweeping ish under the rug, acting like it didn't happen. It happened. Now what you gonna do about it? You can't keep paying people. You can't keep doing things to hush people up. It happened. Now what you gonna do about it? So that's the thing. Enemy wants to come in and act all nice and kiss and kiss and kiss. But it's like they do that so you can hush, so you can keep a secret. Nah, fuck that, I'm telling all secrets. What are you going to do about it? How are you going to move forward? Take accountability. Take some responsibility. Learn from it. Grow from it. Move forward. Because the minute you are able to hold yourself or a true loved one accountable for their past actions, their past behavior, you're going to start seeing change. And if they don't want to take accountability and they try to project it back onto you, do you know who you're dealing with? And now you know how to move accordingly. Let's look at our Bible verses. Psalm 88, chapter 9 through 18. It says, Mine eye mourneth by reason or affliction, Lord. I have called daily upon thee. I have stretched out my hands unto thee. That's Father stretched my hands. I remember. Okay, I know. I'm sorry. All right, so let's keep going. Wilt thou shew wonders to the dead? Shall the dead arise and praise thee? Say, shall thy loving kindness be declared in the grave, or thy faithfulness in destruction? Shall thy wonders be known in the dark, and thy righteousness in the land of forgetfulness? I'll read that again. Shall thy wonders be known in the dark, and thy righteousness in the land of forgiveness? For unto thee I have cried, O Lord, in the morning. Shall my prayer prevent thee? Lord, why castest thou off my soul? Why hidest thou my face from me? I am afflicted and ready to die from my youth up. While I suffer thy errors, I am distracted. Thy fierce wrath goeth over me. Thy terrors have cut me off. They came round about me daily like water. They compassed me about together. Lover and friend hast thou put far from me, and mine acquaintance into darkness. The affliction is real. The affliction can lead to addiction. The affliction can have you in such a space where you feel like you're doing right and you're lost. But unto thee I have cried, O Lord, and in the morning shall my prayer prevent thee. Lord, cast it thou off my soul. Why hidest thou from my face? I am afflicted and ready to die from my youth up. While I suffer thy errors, I am distracted. Are you creating your own distractions? That's a real question. Are you creating your own distractions with your excessive need to control, to play, and to plot? I'm staying away from planners too, because I've learned people who plan, they also plot. But now your enemies are left to deal with the affliction. They're left to pick up the pieces that they try to throw at you. The knives that they threw at you, they are being returned back 360 and 100-fold. God is dealing with them. Forgive them. God's going to get them right back. You don't have to fight back. Give them a pillow for a light nap. They still sleep, so let them play. Then we wake up on separate days. By then, you'll be your separate ways. God's got this battle. These people have already shown you who they were. Mask is off, dropped on the ground, face is cracked. They did all of this to go against you for what? For a temporary moment of satisfaction. Now, that temporary moment of satisfaction has cost them years of self-destruction. Not only to themselves, but to their kids. Because they are still in a skewed way of thinking. Hold them accountable. Speak your truth. Stand in your truth. I don't know about you, but shoot, I know none of my lovers or past friends is going to die for me. Jesus did, though. Jesus died for you. And oh, if you only knew, yeah. Jesus died for you. He says, I'm not your lover. I'm not your man. I am something that you'll never comprehend. God's your Messiah. God is your Messiah. He's the one you can turn to. He's the one that has you. Because he sent his son to die for you. Die for your sins. You know how powerful that is? And that same blood that ran through his veins runs through yours. Through everybody. That's why I don't get people with not liking people just because of like outside factors, like they're a different culture, you know, they grew up with, they're a different ethnicity. I feel like that's just like dumb. And you know, I think bigotry is stupid. Pride and prejudice is dumb. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm still like, some things will happen out. I'm working on it. Not gonna say I'm perfect, but I have really seen the error in my ways. When you know better, you do better. And that's what I'm doing better. This same person I'm telling you about, like, it was like, oh, I want my kids to be around black kids. And it's just like, but the world is just not black and white. Everybody has to understand and learn everybody. And like, they have to understand how to get along with people outside of their ethnicity, outside of their culture. It is okay to experience different cultures. It's okay to really take it in and understand it. Because once you are open to the receiving those experiences, y'all, that is such a beautiful thing. It creates more harmony in the world. It creates more love of humanity, more compassion. Because you get to see things from another person's perspective. perspective taking? Are you able to see the other person's point of view? Or are you so small-minded that all you can see is what's right in front of you? I want to see the whole world. I want to understand everyone. I mean, I can't understand every single human being and all of their experiences, right? But I can take some time and explore cultures and understand their culture, what's important to them, their values, their morals, how they raise their sons, their daughters. I think that's beautiful. Some people don't. They get caught up in the past and what happened. You gotta let the past go. You gotta let the past go. The only past thing you need to be worried about is how Jesus died for you. Jesus died for you. And that's the only thing you need to be worried about. And finding God. Because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, you're loyal to the wrong people. Because, well, those lovers and friends die for you. And that's Sunny Vibes on it. Be being like your community, spread love, light, and positivity. Sunny D Vibes all day. I love you. I'm grateful for you. Pay it forward with a random act of kindness. Take it easy. It is the weekend. I am going to really try to push myself to go and take this walk. Pray for me, y'all. I love you, Sunnies. I can't say how grateful I am enough. I really, truly am grateful. And I hope that this message resonates with someone. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And enjoy your beautiful Saturday. And happy Mother's Day. Well, happy early Mother's Day to all the mothers out here. All right, guys, take care. Until next time.